Coming to you live today from Trinity United Methodist Church, Dan Ramey, Mike Smith, and we've got some folks from the Red Cross out of Central Ohio and out of the First Capital District chapter, Mary McCord and Teresa Schultz.
I'm the thorn between two roses here.
Look at you. Yeah, you're the filling between,
No, never looks like the other.
Well, it's Dan and Mike's Blood Donors in Paradise. This will be the Paradise part.
That's right.
Phenomenal turnout for the Dan and Mike Blood Drive, and it is a record. We're hoping not the first. We're hoping to break it again later.
Is this time of year, we've heard Mary say on a number of occasions that this is your greatest need because you can't go in the schools because they're out, so you can't tap into them, so to speak, and because people are traveling, there are more accidents and that sort of thing. This is really a big time of year where you need a lot of donors.
It absolutely is. Typically in the heart of the holiday season, right at Christmas time and heading into summer, we see a significant decrease in donors. So this is where we always make the plea to everybody. If you haven't donated in a long time, now's when we really need you to come back to help boost the numbers for the summer months and help our patients.
On our website, WBEX.com, we had a survey this week, I don't know if you've seen that, about how often do you donate blood? And we had like 4 or 5 different categories. And we were surprised that, what was it, Dan, over 30% have never given blood.
32.88%.
The number one reason why people don't give blood, everybody thinks it's needles, but that's not it. It's actually because nobody asked them to, or they've not had a family member affected, and they haven't really realized the need of it yet. There's not a generic for blood. Either we have the human blood from the kindness of a donor, or we don't have it, and if we don't have it, then it ultimately could sacrifice someone in a hospital.
And I think one of the other big statistics was for medical reasons. Now, I've just started taking a prescription here in the last couple of months that says I can't give blood until I stop taking that 6 months after the fact. And I was going to ask one of the nurses about that, because when I've read the pamphlets on if you take this, you can't, I've never seen this prescription, so I want to double check that. But that's a reason for some folks.
It absolutely is, and our aging baby boomer population is what's carried us in the blood donation world, and now we're asking our younger donors to take the reins and take over and to have that same gratification from donating blood and saving lives.
That was a very nice way of saying, Mike, you're an old man.
And one thing that Mike hasn't said is that this medication also helps him grow hair and boobs.
I'm really looking forward to that part of it. If it's true, we'll find out real quick.
It's true. Mary, this is another opportunity for the American Red Cross locally to, while you're here, talk about your building fund as well.
Yeah.
She's excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, I am excited. I mean, I know that we're going to make it, but we need everybody to make their donations really soon because we're getting to the end of our time to collect the money, and we just have to make it. We just do, because when we talk about blood, we know that what we have collected in Ross County matches what Adena has used. And as they grow, we'll need to grow. So we need to have a place where we can have a blood drive inside the building. Can you imagine? We can't do that where we are.
The building that you have looked at will be about this size, right?
It is a fabulous building. Yeah, the donor room is about this size. So the room that we want to use for the donor room. So, and we can have a blood drive, a 50-go blood drive there every month, right, Teresa?
Yes, am I looking forward to that?
This is, you go to different locations, it's kind of like the man without a home,
Absolutely. I mean, there are still churches and people who will want to have blood drives, and we'll still welcome that because we'll still need that. But there are times when they can't do it and we have to find an emergency place, and we scramble and look, or there's a snow day at a school and they can't have their drive that day, and we have to scramble and look for an alternate place. It would be perfect. Teresa's excited. Teresa, you haven't made your donation yet.
No, I haven't.
On average, how many blood drives do we have in Ross County per month? Do we know?
Probably 12 to 15, roughly.
And that's surprising. I wouldn't think it would be that many. So there's a lot of different times. If you say, well, golly, I wish I'd have known that. I got an appointment somewhere else today. If there's that many a month, there's plenty more opportunities to give.
There absolutely is, and I will say that Mary and her crew are fabulous about getting everything up on the website, so all the blood drives are typically listed up there. If they conflict with another blood drive time, they call the chapter house. they'll find them another blood drive in Ross County to donate at. It's very, very important.
Simply call 1-800 Red Cross and tell them I want to donate blood, and they'll tell you where the next one is that you can give.
And if any business owners are listening right now that have never had one with their staff or their business itself, they can schedule one easily, can't
Absolutely. Yeah, they call Teresa.
Please call me at 614-202-0393, and I would love to come out and meet with you and your employees about establishing a blood drive to make it easier for your own staff.
All right.
Thank you so much for stopping out. Sounds like my microphone has stopped working. I've run out of
I
battery.
get to interview you now.
Yeah. Hi, Mike. I'm trying to take video of this as well. People can't see it, but now you can. And we're doing our best to make sure everything runs okay on this. But again, I don't know what I'm taking a shot at. There we go. I am not a good videographer. I'm a radio guy.
You better stick to your day job.
Exactly. Folks, if you want to find out more about today's event, just stop on by at Trinity United Methodist Church. If you've got questions about what we discussed just a moment ago, these ladies will be here to answer your questions. We'll be back with Dan and Mike in just a moment on 1490.